New construction can sound like a dream. Brand new appliances, no one's ever lived there, and everything is just perfect, right? Well, yes and no. There's a lot you need to know before you jump in. Hey guys, I'm Allie Cloud. I'm a real estate agent here in Kansas City, and I work with a lot of first-time homebuyers, especially in the Kansas City Northland area. If you've been dreaming about stainless steel appliances, a sparkling new kitchen, and not having to do a single renovation, new construction probably sounds like your perfect match. But here's the thing, there's more to the story than just new is better. In this video, I'm going to break down the real pros and cons of buying new construction homes, especially if you're buying your first home, and share a personal story from one of my clients so you can learn from their journey. For first-time homebuyers, new construction feels like the ultimate safe choice. You walk into a model home, fall in love, and think, yup, this is the one. But here's where a lot of people get caught off guard. First is the timeline. The timeline is almost never what the builder says. And the pricing structure can be pretty confusing. Lot premiums, upgrades, builder fees, they start to add up. And unless you have someone representing you, you're signing a builder-friendly contract, not one that protects your interests. Also, we do have to talk about the elephant in the room, which is equity. New construction homes usually don't gain equity quickly, especially in the first couple of years. And if this is your first home and you're planning to move again in 3 to 5 years, that could leave you stuck or even upside down in your own mortgage. Let me tell you a story about one of my clients. She was a first-time homebuyer just like many of you, and she decided to buy a new construction home in the Northland. Thankfully, she was still living at home with her parents, so she had a lot of flexibility with her timeline. And she indeed needed it because the builder told us that the home would be ready in 4 months, and it ended up taking 10. So that's 6 extra months of waiting. No communication, delays with materials, weather, inspections, all things that are totally out of your control. Now, she ended up in a gorgeous home and it all worked out, but if she'd had a lease ending or a baby on the way or anything time sensitive, it would have been a complete nightmare. And that's why I always tell my clients with new construction, you need to build flexibility into your plan. Also, if you're shopping new builds, bring your own agent. Most people don't realize this, but the agent sitting in the model home represents the builder. They're there to make the process smooth, yes, but also to protect the builder's interest. When you have your own agent, like me, I can help you. We can do things like negotiate upgrades or incentives, understand the real timeline, know which builders have good rep in the Kansas City area, and I will help guide you through the financing options. Let's talk equity for a second, because this is a big deal for first-time buyers. If you buy a resale home that's a few years old, it may already have some built-in value. With new construction, you're usually paying top dollar, and the home may sit flat in value for the first year or two while the neighborhood is still developing. If you're not planning to stay long-term, that can really impact your ability to move into your next home. So I always say, if you're buying new, make sure it's a lifestyle decision, not just a financial one. If you're considering new construction, here are 3 questions you need to make sure that you ask the builder. Number 1 is, what is the real completion timeline and what happens if that completion timeline is delayed? Number 2 is, what upgrades are included and what is going to cost extra? And then number 3 is, what's the builder's warranty and what does it cover? You'd be surprised how many people think they're getting the model home and then realize the quartz countertops and walk-in pantry were upgrades all along. So here's the key takeaway. New construction can be amazing, but it's not always the right fit for first-time buyers. Make sure your timeline is flexible, know the risks about equity, and please don't go alone. Bring a realtor who will advocate for you every step of the way. If you're thinking about buying or building a home in Kansas City, especially in the Northland, I would love to help. Drop your questions in the comments below or click the link in the description to fill out my quick buyer questionnaire. I'll help you map out a plan and walk you through all of your options, new builds or not. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe so that you don't miss another video from me. I've got more helpful content coming soon to make your home buying journey easier, smarter, and way less stressful.